So whoever jumps highest wins. They teach you that way back in grade school. Catch the ball at its highest point. Calvin Schexnayder able to outjump Wayne Wade for touchdown number 2 tonight.
And if he didn't have it before the game, he has it now, and that's Wayne Wade's respect. Brenner kicking off, Skip Stewart back deep, another perfect kick. It hits the bottom of the crossbar, and the ball just died. No return for Stewart. They'll bring it out to the 5.
Well, yeah, even though that touchdown return Skip Stewart had was called back, you still have to respect what he did, and you'd love to keep the ball out of this guy's hands. He is one of the fastest in the league. Danny White knows that as good as anybody else, saying, hey, keep the ball away from him, put it into the stands.
Right, wing motion back 90. Home 1, ready?
First and 10, Milwaukee from their 5. Hamill, a quick toss to Stewart. He can't hang on.
Little plays add up in the end to become big plays. A missed extra point, a holding call on a kickoff return, a drop pass wide open. 3 mistakes. Just starting the second quarter, these things are going to start to add up because Skip Stewart was wide open.
Stewart, his second-year pro, did not play high school nor college football. Was recruited by Milwaukee defensive coordinator Ricky Frazier at Cisco Junior College, but elected to box instead. Penalties all over that play.
We'll wait and see the call on that one. You're right. Skip Stewart, a 29-3 amateur record.
3-time Texas State Golden Glove champion, both as a middleweight and a light heavyweight.
It's 3 yards will get stepped off against Arizona as Todd Hamill does another hard count, and it was effective. And both coaches said, you know, that they hate the amount of penalties going on in arena football, especially the offsides, but it's a tool to be used.
Offside. Defense, number 10, 3-yard penalty, replay, second down.
Funny story, that offside's on Flint Fleming. He came over here, he was in Orlando, then Tampa Bay, now here. They said they want to take his headshot with a prism light in front of it so the jersey can keep changing colors because they're not sure what jersey he's going to be wearing. Been in the league about 40 years.
The human chameleon. He has played 14 of the 16 possible positions, everything but quarterback and kicker. Second down and 6. Gary Compton, that's the first time Todd Hamill has gone in his direction, and he is a major target at 6'2", 205 pounds, 12 touchdowns this season, 67 receptions, and nearly 1,000 yards in pass receptions.
You're going to see the defense of Danny White still playing off. You see him backing off a little bit there. Cecil Doggett backing off. Cedric Walker comes in to clean up, but they're not really challenging Milwaukee yet. No need to right now. They've got an 8-point lead. No need to force the issue. He'll feel when the time's right, he'll come after a little bit, come up on the line, and do some jamming.
3 wide receivers to the right for Milwaukee. Compton, the motion man. They go instead to the short receiver, the guy who curled up, David Andrews, and he gets banged hard that time by Randy Gatewood. The Arizona defenders are making sure that if they catch the ball, the Milwaukee wide receivers are going to pay the price.
Just as you saw Herb Duncan shake off the reception for the touchdown, the Rattlers, when they're on defense, don't want any yards after the catch. You see Andrews catches the ball, takes 1 step, and is met with by Randy Gatewood. He had another great hit a couple of plays ago. They're going to tattoo you, but still notice they're backing off. They're letting Milwaukee have those long drives. They'll let them take time off the clock themselves when they're down by 8 points.
Second down and 3 for the Mustangs. Broken play there. Hamill will keep it himself. Flags littering the field.
They're going to get called for 2 men in motion here. Lincoln Coleman started moving in the backfield just a bit when the motion man was moving.
Got an illegal defense alignment on the nose guard. We have an illegal shift against the offense. The penalty's offset. Replay, second down.
Well, the one on Milwaukee was easy to see because you saw Lincoln Coleman move, but the nose tackle, now he has to line up, as you look at defensive coordinator Doug Kay for the Rattlers, the nose tackle has got to line up head up on the center. And right now, you see him, he is shaded to the right side of the center. He's got to be head up, lined up until the ball is snapped. If he's not helmet to helmet, even if it's just a little bit, they're going to call illegal lineup on the defensive line, and that's what the call. He has to be absolutely square to the center.
Bottom line, we're doing it all again. 2nd down and 3. Hamill to Andrews, 1st down, Milwaukee.
Well, Milwaukee right now, you see them, they're taking what Arizona's giving them, but a couple of series ago, the same thing happened, and they went deep on him. David Andrews had the nice touchdown reception. Right now, Danny White, coach for the Rattlers, just happy to play back, let him get down into the red zone, and then tighten up a little bit.
Let's listen to Todd Hamill in the huddle.
Just right. We motion back. 60. D steady double corner. Hold on. Ready?
Oh, you heard the double corner. You'll see 2 of the receivers going to the corners of the end zone. And the 3rd receiver will be a short route just in case he needs a hot receiver.
And there's the trips motion right. Compton, the intended receiver. Did he hang on? No! He caught the ball, but he was out of bounds.
Well, there was one corner route. What a great catch by Compton going up. Got it with one hand and then brought it in on the 2nd bounce. But unfortunately, they're going to call this one incomplete. Let's take a look at it. Watch him go up with the one hand. Stays in the air.
Nope.
And it falls out right as he is hitting the ground. Never has complete possession of it while he's in the end zone. Good call by the referee.
Super call. 2nd and 10. Milwaukee has the ball at the Arizona 17. Hamill. This quick slant to David Andrews. Eludes one tackler, but not Cedric Walker, and a flag down after the ball was whistled dead.
We're going to get a little face mask here added on a bit.
Yes. So before the whistle.
Here's what Milwaukee wants. They say, okay, we're going to throw it short, guys. Try and get those yards after the catch. As you see right there, the face mask is grabbed by Cedric Walker. This is what they haven't done so far as we get a look at the face mask, is they're getting some yards after the catch. Normally, they've been catching the ball. Arizona's been right there with the tackle. Now they're getting a few yards after the catch, and they'll tack it on with the face mask.
At the end of the run, face mask, number 5 defense. That penalty is marked from the end of the run. The penalty will give them a 1st down.
So it was a 7-yard completion. Add the 3-yard penalty from the point of the tackle, and there's your 10 yards for the 1st down. Now we're in the red zone at the 7-yard line. Look for Arizona to tighten it up. And also look for Milwaukee to possibly start to run the ball a little bit.
7:32 remaining here in the 2nd quarter of play. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Compton, the motion man. Hamill has trouble with the snap. Flint Fleming, number 10, the first to reach him.
And that was going to be a run, and we just talked about it was going to be a pitch to fullback Brad Lacombe. It was going to be a quick pitch, but he bobbles it coming out. Watch, he's going to take it, and he's looking to pitch it to Brad Lacombe, who's breaking out. But he looks too soon, doesn't have control of the ball first. It pops out. Luckily, it pops right to him. Now it's get what you can, or when you see all those black jerseys, get down.
Thing to remember, quarterbacks don't have the same center the entire game. They shift, they obviously switch personnel. It'll be either Arnold Campbell or Ross Centers. This time Campbell is the center, number 77. But Hamill, you expect him, being a veteran, not to have problems with the center exchange, and Cecil Doggett almost picks off that pass.
That's a good point. Them having to use a couple of centers, it definitely comes into play, and it can hurt you. Just chalk up another one of those little plays that magnifies into a bigger play. As we watch Cecil Doggett on the coverage, he almost comes down with this. Great coverage on Compton, goes up one-handed, tries to pull it in, but the wall's right there. He protects himself with the other hand, never had control of the ball.
Time of possession, definitely in Milwaukee's favor, exactly what Coach Mike Trigg wanted.
But you know what?
They trail on the scoreboard by 8, so
exactly.
it doesn't matter.
And if they're down by 8, then Danny White says, have to keep the ball as long as you want.
Oh, there it is. Hamill, buried by Bo Kelly, number 2. So another stop for the Arizona Stucker will be forced to try the field goal.
You'll see Bo Kelly come right up the middle. You're going to see Ricky Shaw, number 93, come over and try and put the block on him because the fullback, Brad Lacombe, had gone and double-teamed one of the linemen because Bo Kelly didn't rush right away. As soon as Bo Kelly saw Brad Lacombe leave, there was an open hole for him to rush the quarterback, and he took it.
This one from 33. It's good. Mustangs trail 21-16.
There's no doubt about it. Solid antiperspirants are a great way to keep you dry.
First round playoff action underway here at America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. The Rattlers on top of the Milwaukee Mustangs, 21-16. And a reminder, tonight at midnight on ESPN2, it's the New Jersey Red Dogs taking on the Orlando Predators down at the O Arena. That's tonight at midnight on the Deuce.
Well, even though Milwaukee got 3 points, Danny White says, hey, you kick a field goal on us, we consider that a defensive stop. That's their second one of the night. Stucker missed a 58-yard field goal early for a complete stop. This time he gets a 3, but still 2 stops for the Arizona Rattlers this half.
That last play did take 10 plays and 7 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. But again, the bottom line is the scoreboard, and the Rattlers lead by 5. Stucker's kick is deep, and Hunky Cooper's got it. The Hunkster. They love him here at America West. He gets it out to just about the 10-yard line. David Andrews with a nice special teams tackle.
And a little bit of talk afterward. Watch this tackle. He'll come onto the inside of Cecil Doggett, does a nice job, goes low, gets lower than Cooper, makes a nice tackle, stops him dead in his tracks. Out in space like that, that's a great job to get a guy down without gaining any yards and hanging on to him and let him dragging you.
Cedric Bonner in his 5th year out of Cal State Northridge. Best season as a pro, and tonight, look what he's done in the last 4 passes. 4 for 4, 3 TDs. Herb Duncan, the motion man. They run that flanker screen out to Schexnayder. Milwaukee didn't bite. Wayne Wade on the stop.
Bonner mad at himself. He just threw sidearm in the air to say, I should have thrown it sidearm and gone underneath him. You see him go over the top, and Jarvis gets the block, Ralph Jarvis. And afterward, he got up and he said, you know what? He did a little sidearm action. I should have kind of wrapped it around his body.
Ralph Jarvis, the 6th-year pro from Temple. A critical man tonight if Milwaukee is going to emerge victorious and come up with the upset. They have to put pressure on Bonner somehow, some way. There he was downfield making the tackle on Hunky Cooper.
And he said, listen, we don't care. We know we lost those 2 games early in the season. We should have won them. We feel like we should have won them. We were winning in both of them. And he said, we will win tonight. You heard him in the beginning, his own quote, we will win tonight. There's no other way but to win.
Bonner, the Arena Bowl MVP in 1994 when the Rattlers won it all. He'd love dearly to do it again. First things first, however, Nats beating Milwaukee. Schexnayder is open. Had a step on Wade. Ball overthrown.
And he's upset with Wayne Wade. He felt like Wayne Wade gave him a little extra shot to go into the back wall. These two are going to be at each other all night. Don't be surprised to have Danny White go right back to it again.
And until that incompletion, Bonner had connected on 6 straight.
Pump fake, little pump fake. Not a great fake that time. It really didn't freeze Wayne Wade enough. Need to do a better job faking. There's what Schexnayder's mad at. Wayne Wade shoves him in the back a little bit. Now they go toe-to-toe. It's good to know the blood's boiling a little bit. Nothing wrong with a little chatter as long as you don't lose your cool and cost your team some penalties.
2nd and 10, 2:27 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Bonner, the 3-step drop. Cooper can't hang on. Flag deep in the secondary. Referee in the white hat, R.G. Detellier.
Usually coming from the deep back like that, without a pass back there, usually means an alignment problem.
Illegal formation, number 99 defense. 3-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
All right, now I talked about the nose tackle, how he has to be head up. Well, the end, Ralph Jarvis is the defensive end. He cannot be outside of the offensive tackle. He has to be at the very furthest, shoulder to shoulder. Any farther than that, and it's alignment penalty on the defensive end, just like it was there. Here you see to the left of your screen, he is too far outside. It's got to be shoulder to shoulder. He's outside that shoulder.
Second down and 8. One more time for Arizona. The pitch to Bo Kelly. And he is smacked hard by Wayne Wade along with Jeff Savage, number 25.
Well,
Gain of 5.
That was a 5-yard gain that should have been a no-yard gain. David Andrews hit him right at the line. Bo Kelly just kept driving, ended up taking 5 Milwaukee Mustang players to eventually hit him and bring him down. And you see his numbers on the year.
235 pounders out of East Texas State.
3rd and less than 3 here. Always look for that hard count. Try and get the defense to jump offside.
Cooper in motion. Stop and go route. Good coverage that time by Michael James. So a stop for the Mustangs.
Maybe. They may be going for it here, so they might have to do it one more time. The last couple of offensive plays by the Rattlers have been stop and goes. The fakes, Mike, have not been very good. They haven't froze the defensive backs at all to make them bite up on it, so that makes the deep route work. First time it was Wayne Wade, this time Michael James. Both times the fake not good enough to really fool them. They've got to do a better job with the quarterback faking the throw and with the receiver stopping and acting like the ball is coming.
Well, Milwaukee certainly has a lot of game film to take a look at. They've met twice before.
No surprise there. Even though they are in the top 5 in rushing over the year, they still love the big ball.
Well, they are going for it on 4th and 2. Bonner has missed 2 straight passes after hitting on 6 consecutive ones. He's got Cooper, or McMillan rather. Hunty Cooper. No, I had it right the first time. Number 14. First down, Arizona.
That was a fake pitch, like they were going to run the ball. Then Bonner rose a little bit, actually got some pressure on him, but he's been able to get the ball off all year. Again, he's never been sacked. That time Jeff Savage getting the pressure, but he's able to get it off as he has all year to Hunky Cooper for a first down. So Milwaukee was 1 play away from getting their first stop of the night. No go, say the Rattlers.
Arizona's offensive line has done a nice job containing Ralph Jarvis and company. Tony Henderson has been on him most of the night. Bonner's got Schicksteiner open. Boy, did he thread the needle or what?
Woo! Well, the 2 defensive backs we just talked about that did a nice job of not fighting on the fakes, Wayne Wade and Michael James, had to feel like a needle being threaded right here. Watch this ball go in right between them, right on the money for number 3 to Calvin Schicksteiner. Give that one to Cedric Bonner. That's all him right there, getting the ball between the 2 defenders.
He had 7 2 weeks ago against Albany in week 13. We witnessed that game. 5 catches tonight for 86 yards and 3 scores. Brenner on to attempt his 4th extra point. It is good. Arizona on top, 28-16, but we've still got 28 seconds left to go here in the first half. Stay with us.
That smell. It's my sports
Mike Adamley along with Mike Golick back with you here at America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona, where the top-ranked, number 1 seeded Arizona Rattlers lead the Milwaukee Mustangs 28-16 in their first-round playoff game. That last Arizona scoring drive, they took a page from Milwaukee's book.
So when they're leading, as as much as they were by 8 points before this, they want to burn up the clock now. And defensively, they're going to let Milwaukee go ahead and get the ball downfield. They'll just play back. They want that clock to keep moving both when they're on offense and they're on defense.
Danny White, the only head coach and general manager in the history, 6-year history of the Arizona Rattlers. His team on top by 12. And another super kick by Anthony Brenner. No return for Skip Stewart and the Mustangs. Coming up tomorrow on ABC Sports at 3 Eastern, 2 Central.
Well, 28 seconds. They still got plenty of time, and they desperately need. Field goal would be nice, but they'd love to put 7 on the board.
That time, Hamill, as he's done often tonight, electing to hit the short man, Gary Compton, a gain of 8.
You see 23 seconds. We're under a minute, so out-of-bounds plays and incompletions will stop the clock. Plus, they have 3 timeouts left.
Inside 90. Home one, ready?
Hear the 90 call again, another 3-step drop. And they try and chip away going down the field, knowing they have 3 timeouts.
Gary Compton again, the designated receiver. First down, Milwaukee. Clock stops with 19 ticks left.
And again, Arizona gladly just play back, let them get closer, stop the touchdown, force them to try a field goal, if anything else. Michael Trigg maybe going to have to take a chance here on a little hitch pass, a little fake, to try and get into the end zone.
Ball into Milwaukee, 23, Hamill with time. Oh, looking for a receiver. David Andrews was pulled down by Randy Gatewood, and Gatewood did not get away with that.
Well, it's exactly what I had just said. They tried the hitch. David Andrews stopped with the fake. We talked about Milwaukee not biting. Arizona bit very hard there, won Randy Gatewood, and as Andrews was running by him, he said, well, I might as well not give up the easy touchdown. I'm just going to grab him and throw him down.
Contact. Number 17, defense. 3-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And
Smart play by Randy Gatewood.
And because it's a 3-yard penalty, you see he grabs him right there and throws him down. What would have been a 7-point touchdown, now just a 3-yard penalty. Though he did bite on the fake, a smart move afterward just to pull him down. Great fake by Andrews and Hamill.
Hardly seems equitable, but them's the rules. 13 seconds remain. 3 wide receivers to the right, the top of your screen for Milwaukee. They go to Andrews underneath. Out of bounds. Oh, was he?
Well, that last, after he broke that last tackle, he dropped the ball and had to go back and get it, or it may have been in the end zone.
He's even laughing at his own faux pas.
And he stayed in bounds, so they are going to call a timeout.
So the Mustangs will take a break, and so will we. 5 seconds remaining here to go in this first half. Rattlers lead by 12. David Andrews almost had a touchdown, but he forgot that you have to take the ball with you.
Well, he's done a nice job of getting yards after the catch a couple times. Here you see Cecil Doggett strips the ball. Andrews almost grabs it, then drops it. Uh-oh, I need that. He gets on it, but doesn't get out of bounds. Then he gets pile drove by the whole Rattler team, and they have to use a timeout.
So they trail by 12. They've got the ball goal to goal at the Arizona 5-yard line. 5 seconds remaining to go here in the first half. Hamill. Oh, Compton had a hand on it, couldn't hang on. Incomplete.
And he had to throw that under one of the defenders. I'm wondering if Compton even lost view of the ball. Watch the defender jump. Right here in the middle, it actually goes under him. You got to wonder if Compton lost flight of the ball as it almost got blocked, and he looks back and got grabbed a little bit. Don't know if it was enough to really make a difference. He had his hands on the ball.
Compton Austin thought he was grabbed, was he? Yeah, just he was touched by Cedric Walker. No,
Just touched.
pass interference. All right, 1 second to go. Last play of the first half. Oh, he almost had it broken up. David Andrews, the intended receiver, pass broken up by Cecil Doggett. What a defensive stop.
Great job. He had him in man coverage all the way because they were in the red zone. Take a look at him. He settles down on him. Andrews tries to get a bit of a push off, and he does. Doggett, nice job of hanging with it and just getting his hand in there at the end to take away the touchdown.
So that is the end of the first half. Arizona leads Milwaukee 28-16. Stay with us. ESPN News coming up next. It is halftime here at America West Arena as the Arizona Rattlers, the #1 seed coming into these Arena Football League playoffs, lead the #8 seed Milwaukee Mustangs 28-16. The playoffs actually began last night in Des Moines, Iowa. The Barnstormers, the #2 seed, beat San Jose 68-59. Now later tonight on the Deuce, ESPN2, more Football League action, Arena Football League action, playoff coverage. New Jersey taking on Orlando. Now this game is on a tape delay basis. It has already taken place, but if you'd like to watch tonight's coverage and want to remain in suspense, we're going to show you the score, but you please turn away from the screen right now. There's the score. Once again, halftime, Arizona leading Milwaukee 28-16. Back with more in a moment. Back here at America West Arena, Arizona on top of Milwaukee 28-16 in this first round Arena Football League playoff game. Big man tonight, as always, Calvin Schexnayder, one of 3 touchdown receptions from Cedric Bonner.
We talked about the matchup with him and defensive back Wayne Wade. They've been going at it all night, both physically and jawing at it. Right now, Schexnayder has the advantage.
For Milwaukee, a big play that ultimately wasn't.
Skip Stewart goes the distance on the kickoff return, but Ralph Jarvis, their fine defensive end, gets called for holding and brings it back. That's one of a few mistakes. A drop on a wide open pass, a mixed extra point. Those have all added up as we look at the halftime stats. You see the Mustangs have time of possession on their side, but when you're down by 12 points, you're going to have to start scoring a little bit quicker. Other than that, everything is pretty even.
Arizona this year against playoff opponents was 5-2. As you look at the playoff records in the postseason, Arizona in their history 5-3, and of course they won the Arena Bowl title back in 1994. Milwaukee, this is only their second playoff appearance. They lost in the opening round last year to Albany.
Well, and a stat I'm sure Milwaukee doesn't want to know. When Arizona is leading at halftime at home, they're 6-0. When Milwaukee is trailing at halftime away, they're 0-3. So it doesn't bode well for Milwaukee right now. But you know what stats mean? You can throw them all out the window because you still got to play the game.
Head coach Danny White, a man with a mission, and David Andrews for Milwaukee would like to rewrite the script a little bit. They lost their